Do, 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 do. What it do? What it be? What it's gonna be? How it's gonna be, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is time for the Realistic OGs. I am one half of that tag team. Truth will be joining us momentarily. We have a few things to get into tonight. The main topic will be discussing the myth, the legend, the impact of the black quarterback, um, as well as discussing a little bit of this past Sunday's goings down and the effect thereof. Say hello to everyone. Sherman Woods, what's happening? Oh hell no, what's happening? How's it going, Pat Norris? ATL, what's going on, baby? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna, jump right on off into, some of what's really been going on this week. We've come to discover, you know, the true colors, if you will, of this particular fan base known as the Atlanta Falcons fan base. Um, I touched on the toxicity, of this fan base on last week. And even unbeknownst to myself, I didn't know it was as bad as it was. We actually, this was hate week. And hate week turned out to expose the home haters. We had people that actually wanted us to lose. I've asked the question many a times. How you call yourself a Falcon fan, but you clearly hate the Falcons. Um, you know, we have fake Falcon fans dressed up as content creators. I hear it. Pushing narratives against the team. You know, I'm really trying to understand. I mean, it's what is the matter with you people? We're in a divisional race. We're in first place. And the effects of us being in first place are having y'all shed your skin of a Falcon fan and showing you as, the actual enemy. I guess that old saying rings true. Who needs enemies when you got family, huh? I mean, it is toxic. It is pathetic. It is mind-boggling. Y'all, run out here and talk about it, how much of a fan you are, and you want you just want the team to win, and all of that is, best at best, what I'm saying, doing politician impressions, just lying, just lying. Just lying, man. Yeah. You spend all your time trying to undress the coach, demean the particular players on the team. You know what I'm saying? It is. I mean, who are you people? What are you people? Because you're clearly not fans of the team. Now I'm gonna give some deserving love to those that showed up in the dome and showed out. You know what I'm saying? You made that noise. You made it hard for the opposing team. That's what a home field advantage is supposed to feel like. It's supposed to look like. You know. I'm just it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the real question is, why would you rather be a hater than be a celebrator? We won. We did the one thing that we look forward to every year, twice a year. And that's beat our arch rivals, the New Orleans Saints. And the effect of that win was a surprising one. Instead of celebrating, y'all find more reasons to complain. You find more reasons to complain. Why? You're out here doing mock drafts and putting up posts and tweets of, quarterbacks you want to, what I'm saying, see in a Falcon uniform next year. You're out here putting up scenarios, Arthur Smith being fired and we trading up, to draft or go and sign a free agent quarterback and all this old kind of noise. And we in slap dab in the middle of a playoff chase. Y'all do know we're sitting currently at the fourth seed, currently the number one seed in the division. I mean, y'all do realize that the 3 division wins that we have, Desmond Ritter has been the quarterback in all 3 of those games. I ask, why would you rather be a hater than a celebrator? Why? I'm just trying to understand. I mean, I went there last week on the fan base, and then all y'all done is just proving me to be right about my assessment of this fan base. We beat our most hated, it's real rival. And you all are out here, looking for ways to, and find more shit to complain about. I'm just really trying to understand. The win really pretty much cleared the deck that we are in control of our own destiny. A position that most fan base would be happy to be in. And yet y'all are continually trying to find stuff to bitch about. Find something to complain about. You're spending your time doing mock drafts for a new quarterback. And then let me address the fake woke monotony. Okay. I mean, and it's sad at that. It's sad. You're redirecting your Matt Ryan hate to Arthur Smith. You fake woke some bitches out here wanting a black head coach. Why do y'all keep running the name? The enemy? Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you really serious with this? Again, I ask the question, why would you rather be a hater than a celebrator? Y'all cry, bitch, moan, complain, and talk about you want us to win. We beat our fucking rival on Sunday. Not just beat them. We grinded their asses down. Our most hated right and walked away with they're gonna be missing three starters next week behind this game. With the physicality we put down on them. Get y'all out here. You complaining about the coach. You complaining about the light skinned quarterback with the good hair. You're stuck on the picks that led to nothing. That led to nothing. When all the things that you could have been talking about from the offense, the poise and the throw made up under pressure, the run game that delivered the knockout blow in the fourth quarter. We pretty much kept Ritter clean. The offensive line was straight up bullies in the second half. But what are y'all talking about instead? What? What are you talking about? I'm just trying to understand. And it's like it has been like this all year long. Every win, all 5 wins. And instead of basking in the saying victory Monday, Sunday celebrations, talk about it Tuesday, we in first place in the division. Control of our own fucking destiny. 4th seed in the conference. And y'all out here talking about replacing the coach, giving the quarterback the pink slip. In the market in free agency come the off season for a keeper. I'm somebody help me understand. Did we not do what we were supposed to do this past Sunday? I'm really trying, and then y'all had the nerve to complain all last week after I gave you the business about being toxic, and you turned right around this week and proved me right. I mean, just you want to say, well, you spend too much time trying to tell people what they shouldn't be as a fan base. I mean, well, you hand it to me on a silver platter day in and day out. You spend 25 hours a day, 8 days a week, bitching, moaning, and complaining, and you have nothing to fucking complain about this week. We beat our fucking rivals and took control of the division.
breathe, my realistic OG brother. Breathe. Take a deep breath. Listen, y'all. First of all, apologies for my tardiness. Had some car issues. Hey, man, I'm through with the Saints. I don't know about y'all, but I'm through with the Saints until the last game of the season. I'm through with them. It's time to push forward toward the New York Jets. No game is going to be perfect in the NFL. You're gonna have ups and downs. Would I like to see us play a full 4 quarters? Absolutely. It's a slow grind. It's a slow grind, but I think more often. I think more than I'm gonna say more than that. We should be pleased that we went out there and we got a win. And it was a significant win because we really knocked down three phases. We knocked down for one, we beat our division rival. For two, we won a conference game. For three, we won a division game, and we sit atop the division um, because of it. Because right now we win all tiebreakers with anybody in the division. Um, Sam just frustrated, man. He's frustrated because we're not trying to tell fans how to be fans. That ain't what we're trying to do. We're not trying to tell you how to fan. We're just saying match your positivity with whatever negativity that you got. Match it. There are going to be missed blocks, missed tackles, turnovers. Believe it or not, um, coach might trip up on a call or two. But you got to be encouraged on how we finished that game. Southside was going on, Devin was going on, Blackberry, Larex, Yeet was happening, T Lord was going on. Um, you got to be positive with how we finished that game. The reason why you got to be positive on how we finished that game is because that gets you far in the playoffs. When you can impose your will on somebody, when you can just out physical somebody, when you can a mano, when you can knock some D's in the dirt, that can win you football games in the playoffs. What we've been saying a lot for the last 48 hours, y'all, is ATLEO, what's happening. What we've been saying a lot for the last 48 hours is it ain't got to be pretty. It ain't got to be pretty. I said Saturday night, I said, I don't care if we win 2-0. At this point, we're taking our wins. And no, it's not selling for mediocrity. We have fans saying that. It's not selling for mediocrity. And if you want to look at the whole totality of the situation, y'all. I mean, if you look at the history of our franchise, it's safe to say we've been mediocre at best. You know, with the exception of the majority of the Ryan years, we've been mediocre at best. So if you're a fan of the team, you've been dealing with mediocrity. Just because you deal with something don't mean you're settling for it. You can have a mischievous kid. That don't mean you're selling for the kid to be mischievous. You're dealing with it until you parent that child the right way, where that child is no longer mischievous. And what we try not to do is go through what Ti and Tiny going through with their kid, which is a funny situation. But I was encouraged on how we finished that game. Um, I think the difference, Kyle the kid, Kyle the kid, the games. Boy, y'all got some names, boy. Y'all beautiful with these names. Um, our turnovers didn't hurt us; theirs hurt them, and theirs hurt them in a big way. Our first turnover, we was going in at the end of the half. What New Orleans did when they got the ball, they took a knee and got their ass in the locker room. They was glad we didn't score. And our second turnover didn't turn out to be egregious because they they returned the favor with the turnover again in the red zone with the punch out by Bates. So hey man, they washed themselves out. The difference is we got 2 touchdowns off their turnovers. They got 0 points off ours. I think Sunday's game was it was almost like removing an albatross, man, off your neck. Archangel, you're right. Once we get the part, you got to think about it. A few games we didn't finish this year, and we were very frustrated. But we flushing that. We flushing it, man. Are there things that we still need to work on? Absolutely. They'll be doing that when they return to practice tomorrow. They had an off day today. Hey, I'm pretty sure tomorrow, but they had film session yesterday, off day today. When they return to practice tomorrow, I guarantee you certain things will be worked on. Hey, give an attaboy to the line. Desmond Riddle stayed clean. Didn't get sacked once. Give an attaboy to Riddle. He could have easily folded up his tent after the second pick. He proceeded to lead us down to 2 scoring drives, a touchdown and a field goal. Give an attaboy to Drake London. 5 catches, over 90 yards. Give a big attaboy to Bijan Robinson. First rookie since only the second rookie to do something in our franchise. The first one was back in 1979 with Lynn Kane. A touchdown, a rookie to have a touchdown receiving and out of the backfield and rushing. Attaboy to Pitts and Tyler for the physicality. We had their defensive backs and some of their linebackers making business decisions.
I want to give Parker Hesse some flowers as well, coming back and bringing the physicality, you know what I'm saying, absolutely, back to the tight end room and laying some blocks and busting some heads.
Parker Hesse and Keith Smith did some pancaking out there.
Mm-hmm. It just boiled down to, you know, being a better 12th man. You know, I said it a week ago, and I'm gonna say it again. These guys are human. They're on social media just like we're on social media. And if you don't think that the constant dragging and never giving them no love, never giving them no flowers, never giving them no credit, you know what I'm saying, when they make the plays, when they win the games, if you don't think that has an effect, then you're fooling yourself and you're delusional. I'm just saying, there are some organizations that have been through a whole lot worse that, you know what I'm saying, than what we've been through, and their fans have been with them. Their stands are full. They're at the top of their lungs and giving it their all. Why can't we be the same? Why can't we be the same? You know, I'm just saying. I've been in this thing 44 years, and it is mind-boggling of the 25 hours a day, 8 days a week, bitching, moaning, complaining, bitching, moaning, complaining, bitching, moaning, complaining. And you can use that same energy to show these guys some love. We beat our arch rival. I mean, literally, not just in the win column, but physically beat them down. And instead of celebrating and having some, optimism and positive and realizing big picture wise the change of circumstance. That win Sunday was huge, man. It was huge. We took control of the division. We took control of the fourth seed in the NFC. We took control of our own damn destiny, which is where you want to be at this point in time. And that's all I got to say about that particular topic, man. You got something else on this, Truth?
Hey, look at here, man. Hey, listen. Let me tell y'all something, man. We all human. We all got PT. Listen, everybody got PTSD to a certain extent, especially when it comes to this team. Listen, if you're a fan of any of these Atlanta, if you're a fan of like me and Sam, you're a fan of all the Atlanta teams. PTSD sometimes gonna kick in, and I get it. But I'm looking at the positivity now. Yeah, man, Bergeron is balling. Bergeron is balling, man. You know why? Because we rarely call his name. Has he gotten beaten a couple of times? Yeah, but we rarely call his name. Hey, man, I'm ready to put it to them Jets, y'all. I'm ready to get a Jets to business.
Yeah.
And oh hell no, yeah, I plan on. That's what I expect. But I'm gonna tell you, here's the approach that I'm gonna take for the rest of the season because I got caught up. Like, how many of y'all after the Tampa game were like, we should go into the bye week 7-3. I know I did. I was looking ahead a little. So right now, I'm just gonna operate on the moniker of look. Let's just go 1-0 each week.
Right.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Young Way spell it, Young Ho doing his thing, man. Jesse Bates, wasn't that a hell of a pickup? Wasn't Caden Ellis a hell of a pickup?
Mm-hmm.
What about David? I'm your mama. I call him I'm your mama. So
Big
believe
old,
it or not,
yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
lot of positivity.
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff to talk about. The trade for Street, is level dividends as well.
What's number four, what's number 48 name? Come off the edge.
We talking about Bud Dupree?
Bud Dupree, wasn't that a hell of a pickup?
Yeah.
Calais Campbell.
Yeah. Veteran leadership.
That can win you playoff games. Imposing your will at the end of the game on offense, veteran leadership on defense. Only thing we got to do is just cut down on the mistakes. Yes. Desmond or baby. I'm gonna tell you something. Those turnovers gonna dissolve, man. This gonna be something we're gonna look back and laugh at. Like, y'all remember when Desmond had a little turnover issue? That's gonna dissolve.
That's going to slow it. That's going to come to an end when, what I'm saying, when, the chemistry gets better.
I honestly, Sam, what do you think? I think the 2 games off helped him more than it hurt him. What do you think?
Yes. 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 Yes, it did.
I am so sorry. Thank you, Blackberry. Nate Landman been a godsend.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alfred been decent. Okuda, okay. A lot of people trying to go in Okuda, but hey, it's okay for look. Overall, Okuda done did his job this year. It's hard to hold down decent NFL wide receivers in this day and age when everybody thought putting the ball up in there 35 to 40 times.
Mm-hmm.
Helms pissed me off with that. You know what? Folks kind of cussed me out, Devin. Folks kind of cussed me out. Yusuke Knight, what's going on? Because I was raising hell about the 15-yard penalty. And the reason why I was raising hell about the 15-yard penalty is I'm not saying don't be aggressive. Yes, I know it's our rivals, but we already know how the refs take a complete shit on our franchise. Is it safe to say that? They just
Right.
and so we still, hey, be aggressive but with discipline. We don't need that penalty, a penalty like that to cost us a chance at getting off the field and then they wind up scoring. But Helm's been a blessing.
To get him at what, in the 6th or 7th round? Yeah.
I think he was a 7th round pick. Now,
Yeah.
pick. Now, are you guys ready for this? Are y'all ready for this team to be good? Cause this team about to be good, y'all. We can't go nowhere but up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but this ain't gonna be.
You ready? You ready to get into this to the main topic, big boy?
Run your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna get into a little black quarterback, you know what I'm saying, talk the impact thereof and the myth of those who've been impacted and the disrespect that's being shown this conversation. I came across this because I was actually watching Shannon Sharp on his podcast. And he had the baby on there, and they was talking about the impact of the black quarterback. And of course, you know, they had the usual suspects, you know, Michael Vick and Cam Newton and Lamar Jackson. And it turned my mind. It turned my mind. Because a lot of times when this conversation comes about, there's no mention of the actual quarterback, the black quarterback that actually played the quarterback position, that actually did something with it. And I know some of y'all around here might not be old enough to remember this man and to remember the significance thereof. And he came out of Grambling State. All right. Doug Williams.
You're telling your age, brother. You're telling your age.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
You're telling your age, man.
Yeah, Doug Williams.
He telling his age. He ain't telling mine. I'm
drafted.
29. I'm 29 and fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you keep telling that lie.
Get that hate out your heart, homie.
Doug Williams was drafted by the Bucks. He played down there for a couple of years, and then he got traded to the Redskins and got with Joe Gibbs and won a Super Bowl. Won a Super Bowl. If you don't know that name or you don't know that Super Bowl, Google it, goggle it, Google it, look it up, and watch the performance. A lot of people, a lot of you youngins are out here hung up on the entertainment aspect of, you know, the mad moves, if you will, of the black quarterback instead of instead of actually, you know, the quarterback position being played. Doug Williams played the position.
And understand something, y'all. All this shit that these guys can do, he could do it too now.
Mm-hmm. See, yeah, like
Super
y'all
Bowl
had
last
this
time, but
conversation.
he played the quarterback position. I'm gonna tell y'all something about that Super Bowl that Doug Williams was in.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't remember this. He actually got knocked out of that game and came back in. Remember?
Uh-huh.
And he tweaked his knee, came back in. They had a 35-point second quarter
Yeah.
against the legendary John Elway and Dan Reeves' Denver Broncos. Y'all remember Dan
Mm-hmm.
Reeves?
Uh-huh. Yeah. See, people, a lot of these youngins have these mad conversations, if you will, about the black quarterback, and you don't, and y'all get in these conversations and you don't talk about the Randall Cunninghams, the Warren Moons, the Doug Williams, you know, guys that actually, Randall Cunningham did it first, y'all. Okay. Randall Cunningham did it first.
And a full disclaimer: we ain't hating on the white quarterbacks, y'all. Just a full disclaimer. Just want to put that out. Put that out because we got in trouble last week. We got in trouble last week. Somebody went to the principal's office and told on us last week. So we not hating on the white quarterbacks. Okay.
No, we're not. I'm just like it says right there in front of me. You got to know your history before you try to rewrite history of the black quarterback. And this is what I'm talking about right here. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people like to y'all talk about these black quarterbacks and you like to talk about the rushing yards. Go look up Warren Moon stats. Go look up Randall Cunningham stats. Okay. Randall Cunningham was the reason why, a lot of people started paying attention to the quarterback being able to run the ball. Again, Randall Cunningham did it first, y'all. Him and, Doug, who won the Super Bowl, Warren Moon, a lot of people, when you bring his name up, and the first thing they want to talk about is the Houston Oilers collapse against the Bills, where he played in that game.
Also, honorable mention:
Mm-hmm.
Rodney Peete,
Yes, I was about to touch on him.
Vince Evans.
Mm-hmm.
Again, nothing against the Caucasian quarterbacks. We're just talking about the history of the African American quarterback, and they all weren't just run first type quarterbacks. And listen, that we not trying to diminish or take away from any of these talented young men's skill sets. Justin Fields, a talented young man. Lamar Jackson, extremely talented young man. Patty Mahomes, talented young man. Jalen Hurts, talented young man. Kyler Murray, talented young men. But I think a lot of fans are taken away from what they can actually do with a football in their hands because we're so fixated on their feet.
I'm just saying, why so delusional about the myth of this black quarterback thing?
What you mean? I ain't lying. Fields is talented. I ain't look at we for the start that foolishness. Fields is talented. Only thing we trying to say is understand that he has talent in his arm as well as his legs. Because what we don't want to start hearing is, I'm going to say it, for the longest, a lot of people were hesitant to get an African American quarterback or a quarterback of color because they felt like our athletes weren't smart enough to play that position. I don't want to go. I don't want to turn this into a political thing, but for the longest, that's what was going on, based on my experience.
Yeah, I'm just saying you got to know your history before you try to rewrite it with these guys of today at the quarterback position with these young black athletes. You got to know your history. That's all I'm saying. People like to talk about the impact. No, and it's nothing but an entertainment impact of a lot of these cats today. I mean, but I'm just saying when you play the position completely, we have these conversations, and a guy that came out of Grambling State, Doug Williams went to Grambling, y'all, and got to the mountaintop. He raised that trophy, but y'all don't talk about him when the conversation of the impact of a black quarterback. You can't get no more of an impact than winning the Super Bowl. Cam didn't win it. Vic never got there. Lamar ain't been past the divisional round. So exactly how much of an impact do they have besides doing a bad Barry Sanders impression?
Hold on, Sam. Mr. Oh hell nah. I'm gonna send you to your room. I'm gonna send you to your room. You about to go to your room. You see that? You see what he said?
Yeah. I wasn't. I was trying to going past that.
I'm gonna send you to your room. We better to put you in timeout. Like, you dead wrong for that. Don't come on here with that foolery. But he did hit it first. But never mind. But go back. Go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, that was my point. What I'm saying, for choosing this topic. It kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And the talking heads, what I'm saying, and you see them, with these celebrities too, and talk about who changed the game. You changed the game? Change the game? That's what I said. Go pull up Warren Moon's career stats. We talking about playing the quarterback position. Go look at what Doug Williams did. Doug Williams won a Super Bowl, people. This is what we talk about all the time, winning the Super Bowl, right? And all these little quote unquote impact black quarterbacks. With the Madden Entertainment ain't raising no Lombardi trophies. Doug Williams rose the Lombardi trophy. Warren Moon set the standard and showed you that a black quarterback is intelligent enough to play that position.
So does Steve McNair. Steve McNair was it.
Yeah. Steve McNair. I was trying to get down the list with these guys that don't get no mission. It's disrespectful. You know what I'm I say you got to know your history before you try to rewrite it and praise somebody for doing something when they actually ain't doing anything. I mean, it's mind-boggling to me how everybody's, patting them on the back and talking about he's doing this, that, and the third when they had to go and hire a college offensive coordinator. Yeah, I'm finna go there. For AAU Jackson. You know they running the Georgia Bulldogs playbook over there in Baltimore. Y'all do know that, right?
We gotta send OG to his room. We gotta send you to your room, OG Sam. Did you call that man AAU Jackson?
And not the first time. I've been said it. And I ain't apologizing for it. But a lot of these folks in this fan base wanted to give him $45-50 million a year to miss 6 games and not throw, over 4,000 yards. And they over there running the Georgia Bulldogs playbook right now. Come on, man. Again, I say it again. You got to know your history before you try to rewrite it with these cats of today.
Here's the thing about knowing your history, y'all. We're not the smartest men in the room. OG Big Sam, not the smartest man in the room. OG Truth with a 2 Hertz with a Z, not the smartest man in the room. Guess what? The same information we got, it's available to y'all. Like for real. The same information we got, it's available to y'all. Ain't none of this no ancient Chinese secret. Look, I always tell people, look, I have no problem using my phone. I always tell people I'm the biggest dummy with a smartphone. Even though I got a iPhone, but I call it a smartphone. I'm the biggest dummy with a smartphone. It may take me a little bit longer to find it than y'all, but hey, a lot of this stuff it's public knowledge. Do your research a little bit. Yes, you're entitled to your opinion. Absolutely. But just do your research a little bit. OG Big Sam, I'm going to say this, man.
Yeah.
I'm ready for them JETS, Jets. I'm ready. Hey, man, I'm crunk. I don't know about y'all. Look at me. I'm ready to suit up. I'm ready to suit up.
I think a lot of who's left on our schedule and saw Sunday and not even just on our schedule in this conference. The 3 teams ahead of us and a couple of them that's behind us are starting to look like because the Saints walked out of that game and they're gonna be minus 3 people come next week.
Along with the guys they got on IR. I'm expecting the Saints, if they don't win the next 2 games, to probably pack it in. They don't win the next 2 games, and hypothetically we win the next 2 games, that'll put us up 2 games, basically 3 games on them.
Mm-hmm.
That'll put us up 3 games because we own the tiebreaker. That was due to our physicality. We imposed our will. When you can impose your will, that it demoralizes the team and neutralizes the team. And yes,
yeah, I pointed out last night, yesterday. But I'm gonna point it out again. Um, we're one of two teams in the league that are undefeated in their division. Us and Philadelphia being the other. There all y'all that doing all this, you know what I'm saying, riddle bashing. Y'all know those three divisional wins were all with him under center. Put
How old
that in
y'all?
y'all. Put
How
that
old
in your
y'all when y'all
oatmeal and
found
stir
out?
it up.
How old were y'all when y'all found out that after 13 starts, Desmond Ritter is he's 7-6. In fact, he's 5-4 this year. Y'all get listen. Y'all give him a chance, man. Y'all give him a chance. That and Southside, you're right. That Colts game might loom to be pretty big because the Colts, hey, that damn what's that guy named that journeyman quarterback? He playing well again. The dude that played in Jacksonville. Who playing quarterback for Indianapolis right now? Y'all know Gardner Minshew. Y'all know I partake in medicine, so sometimes I might forget shit. That's looming to be a big game. But at the end of the day, listen, man. Nobody telling anybody how to fan. We just saying, hey, listen, man. Hey, man. During a game, y'all should see how I be. Oh man, I be throwing shit, snap the TV out the wall. But I can't match the negativity with positivity. Give it a try. We inside 7 minutes, man, and y'all already know what's gonna go on in 7 minutes, man. It's my man. K-Styles, the 6 man report. And after that, we're gonna have Blackberry, no C with the K. He gonna sub in for my man Locke, who taking a uh taking a personal day off. He trying to relieve himself of the sniffles. Um, OG Big Sam, let's wrap it up, baby. Because we got to flip it over to K Styles pretty soon. What else you got?
That's pretty much about it. You know what I'm saying? Just those two topics. We covered all the bases on it. Um, this is the case in point of Terrible Tuesday with the Realistic OGs. Um, Tomorrow's Wicked Wednesday. You know, 1 p.m. Tune in. You know what I'm saying, for another episode of Coaching the Quarterback. Um, then High Noon Madness on Friday. What we do, how we do when we do it. Um, shoot, that's it's we run the gauntlet. You got 27 eyes in him. Y'all hit that like 27 times. You know what I'm saying? Go to Truth Channel and subscribe to his. Go to OGN TV, subscribe to me, like, share, follow. You know what I'm saying? Friend. You know what I'm saying? And let's continue the momentum. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing over here. Mad Mind Network. You know what I'm saying? Um, we're trying to toe the train on this thing. You know what I'm saying? Move some things, get it all going up. You know what I'm saying? You get this info out again. Get a good dialogue, good content. I say all the time. You know what I'm saying? We show you. Y'all show us some love, and you know what I'm saying. We show it right back with good content.
Look here, man. Make sure y'all catch me Thursday. We're gonna have a new time. We coming on immediately following the Rex Pit, baby, and right before my man, the therapist, do his thing on Thursdays. with the exclusive World of Wrestling. We gonna recap War Games for all you wrestling heads. Make sure y'all get on there. Make sure you can also catch me on Monday with Truth Be Told. And y'all already know what we're doing right now. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that chef button, and that subscribe button for everybody. For my man OG Big Sam. For my man
Yup.
Mike Network. The Regulators. The Realistic OGs. The Unholy Alliance. I'm your man OG Truth with a 2. Hurts with a Z. And on the Realistic OGs, we always gonna seek and speak the truth, the whole truth,
Old truth.
and nothing but
Nothing but the truth.
see y'all guys in 6 days and 23 hours. We out.
Peace.